Welcome back to the Pit Stop Ranch. This video, I'm going to tie up a few loose ends on old Pale Horse here. Give the old girl a nice scrub. Go to a local little Mustang meetup. Enjoy.
Well, one of the annoying things about this vintage vehicle is that it constantly swaps back and forth in between metric and standard. This bolt right here, I'm using an 8mm, but it could very well be a 5/16.
So, if you haven't noticed, we're replacing the idle control valve. It was a highly suspect item that we decided that give it a shot to see if it'll change or improve the random shifts in idle RPM.
Alright, so what we have here is an idle air controller adjuster plate. You can see the little screws. They have Allen heads on the inside there. It's like a 4mm or something like that. These were actually manufactured by Ford as an aftermarket part to help with a carbon buildup in the throttle body. They say if you have carbon buildup and you put these on, you shouldn't even spray down your throttle body to eliminate the carbon buildup, because then this is just gonna mess up your idle. I'm gonna ditch this guy. I mean, this is really just a band-aid for what an actual problem might be. I mean, it'll get you through smog if that's what you're trying to do, but it didn't work for me. So what we have here is a factory replacement. This is a Napa brand. See, we got the new TPS in. We went ahead and left the spacer in because the bolts wouldn't fit otherwise. Still got a idle issue, so we're going to check to see if the TPS does anything at all. We unplug the TPS. Exact same idle issue. I don't know what to tell you. Just another waste of time and money. So when it comes to things like idle issues on this vintage vehicle, it could be vacuum leaks. It could be O2 sensors, it could be catalytic converter issues, it could be a misfire, electrical ground issues. It's an entire, it's a plethora of options that you can choose from. You just kind of have to work down the diagnostic ladder. One of the upsides of finding a vehicle that's been stored for so many years is that all the stuff is there. The downsides is none of the stuff is optimal. These pieces are designed to be operated. Part of what keeps them in operating condition is the operation of the vehicle. When you leave it sit for a long period of time, a lot of the soft goods tend to dry out, wear out, and they wouldn't be dried out or wear out if they got actual usage. They wouldn't be locked in one place, so they develop minor cracks when you actually go to try to use them. So the key is, even if you find your ultimate barn find, garage find, field find, if it's not an actual survivor that's been driven the entire time, you're going to have a lot of these issues. All of this stuff was factory parts, and they all were in working condition. But they were at minimally optimal working. When we took the tests, the voltage were just below range. It was the resistance was just a little too high. All these things combined ended up being, and the vacuum leaks were very minor. Just not until we started removing vacuum hoses did we find out why it wouldn't start. And even still, there's a smog on this car, and it requires a vacuum canister, and the vacuum canister itself might be plugged up. It might be bad. It might have all kinds of resin built up in like the gas tank did, and that might be causing our idle issue. I mean, good luck finding a new canister. So everybody threw those away. Alright, so we're just gonna keep working on this guy. I don't know. Eventually we'll find out something, I'm sure. I mean, it could just be that all the tar that was inside the gas tank is also in the fuel injectors, causing us random misfires. We know that there's random misfires. We can hear the random misfires. It's not one individual cylinder that's giving us a code. It's just random. So maybe we get some fuel injector cleaner in it, or replace the injectors, and maybe the injector harness. All those things could be symptomatic of what our problem is. All right, until next time, keep trying. Parked under a carport since 2007. It was at a salvage yard, waiting to get crushed for about 2 months, and it's been here for 6 months. I can't verify that it hadn't been washed in the in-between time, but to the best of my knowledge, when I put water to paint at this point in time, this is the first time that it's been washed in 15 years or so. I don't know. Yeah, 15 years. So I broke out the pressure washer, have it on low setting. We're gonna spray it off. We're gonna hit it with like some solvent to get the tar and the wax and all that stuff off of it. And then we're going to, well, after we wash it with soap and water, we're gonna hit it with the solvent. And then we might try to do like some, I don't know, some temporary spray wax on there. And then we'll take it to a car show and see what happens. Here we are. You might recognize the pale horse. We drove her out here. Ooh, look at, oh, little Lotus. This is the Inland Empire Mustang Club meetup. Now they're called the Mustang Club, but they let every car in. We got this 66 Le Mans right here. Ooh. I am just now starting to learn how to do this. Look at him. He's got these big old huge meats in the back. I don't even know if you can see that. Little chrome fuel cell. Oh yeah. This guy's legitimate racing. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, I like it. Got the Holley Sniper. The AFR heads. Oh yeah. He's going for it. We got our obligatory Corvettes. Everybody's obligated to have a Corvette at their show. Has the Z06 stripe on it. I don't think that's the Z06, it's a Grand Sport. Oh, there we go. This guy's even got a front license plate.
It is a recreation
What is the recreation?
of a 1959 Lotus 15. Built in the 80s in England.
Built in the 80s in England, huh? Do you have to import
They
it?
took the molds directly off. They bucked the molds directly off a real one.
Okay.
So it's pretty close to what the real ones look like.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of car with very little room for a person in it. I dig it. I really dig it.
Well, it's what's called a sport racer, which was rules were there are Formula cars underneath, and then they had to have a full body on them, and they had to cover the wheels, and they had to have 2 seats.
It's even all the way down to the British Racing Green on it, you know?
Yep.
The BRG. Any significance to the number 5? I'm not familiar with these vehicles.
Jim Clark.
Jim Clark, okay.
He was a famous Formula One driver, and he drove these cars.
All right.
And this was his color and number.
I love this guy. This is a 4-door. Me and Matt almost bought one of these. We almost bought one of these. Let's see if we can get some stamping from the Ford Motor Company. It's what we refer to as a banger. This is a 4-cylinder Ford motor. This is what they ran before the flatheads came out. That's what we love. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Look at the paint on this guy. Look at the paint on this guy. Oh, that's pretty. This is when people see these and they're like, oh, I want a classic car. Look at that. It's got the leather trunk in the back. Oh, old blue too. Old blue. Very similar to our 53 GMC. I like the little chrome caps they put on there. I didn't know those were an option. Oh, he still got the straight 6 in there. Triple side drafts. Can you see that? Got the triple side drafts on there. Love it. That's the blue and white. Got the visor. I couldn't tell you what year that was, but it's a pre-54 or earlier. Here we go. Oh my goodness. All that shiny chrome on that big bullet bumper. So 56, 55? I don't know. I can't tell the difference. I think that's a 55. I prefer the 55s. The more, less ostentatious. Axle draggers. Yeah. So this guy's got a snake. He's got a cobra of some kind. There we go. We got the supercharger on it, so I'm assuming it's a GT 5.8 liter supercharger. Powered by SVT. That's a GT 500. It's a sleeper 500. It only says 500 on the tail. Might be a King Cobra. There's a Z06. We got the Edelbrock E-Force supercharger with the cold air intake. Got a little Stingray in the back. I love this body style. This is so pretty. This is customer. It's a Manta Ray. That's so pretty. That is so pretty. Alright, so you've been seeing this glimpsing. That looks like an actual DeLorean. John DeLorean. Got the doors up. Look at them like that.
They started right there. No, there's still, you can still go to Roswell. Oh yeah, there's still a lot.
Look at that. That's so pretty. That polished body, no paint. You got a little water noodle in there to keep the door. Here we go, is our next one. Right-hand drive, Supra. 2JZ model. I don't know if it's actually a 2JZ in there, but it's a model that would be the 2JZ. I don't know, I'm not big on the Alphabet motors. See, when these came out, I hated these because of that big old wing. It just looked so weird to me. It was, I don't know. I still prefer the Celica GT4 to the Supra, but this is still cool. I can't tell if that's a 289 or a 302. It's a small block Ford.
Alright, we're going to do our last draw of the raffle. And we're going to get out of here early and go home.
2 plus 2. There you go, pale horse. Now we got a companion. There's another pale horse. So much more modern 5.0.